in helping accountants, bookkeepers, and outsourced CFOs to scale their accounting firms. Now, today I want to talk to you about the single biggest investment that you can make to grow your practice, your team, yourself, anything that you want to grow. Okay, so let me just check that you are hearing me nice and loud. If you can hear me and see me, hashtag live, hashtag replay, let me know that you can hear and see me in the chat box. The problem with going live is I don't know if it's working, so do let me know. I think it is. All right, so let's talk about the single biggest investment that you can make to enable yourself and your team to grow. And the single biggest investment that you need to make for 2021, 2022 is invest in knowledge. Okay, now the investment in knowledge will get you a bigger ROI than anything else that you could ever invest in. It will get you a bigger ROI than buying a house. It will get you a bigger ROI than investing in watching Netflix every single night. It will get you a bigger ROI than stocks and shares. Now, the ROI that you make from this knowledge only happens if you do 4 things, and today I'm going to be sharing with you what those 4 things are. Right, first of all, you have to, with your knowledge, you have to get the right knowledge about the right things. You have to get the right content. So if you are feeling that you're missing a gap, whether it's knowledge about how to lose weight, whether it's a knowledge about how to grow your practice, whether it's a knowledge on how to find your ideal clients, you have to learn how to do that. You have to learn the solution to your problem. That's the first thing that you have to do. The second thing that you have to do is repetition and embed that learning. So you can learn once, just like we did at school. We learned once and then we learnt it so that we passed an exam and then we forgot it. To actually have an ROI on the knowledge that you learn, we have to repeat that learning, repeat it until it's so embedded and ingrained in our minds that we don't forget what it is and we actually see everything that we're learning. Because if we read a book, we probably only take in about 3% of that book. We don't take in the entire book. We have to learn it time and time again to take in and pick up on all the different bits. And that's why I think that's why my children can watch Netflix programs more than once, because they actually only see a tiny bit the first time and they pick up new ideas the more they watch it. It's like us with learning. If we're going to learn how to grow our practice, if we're going to learn how to be healthier, if we're going to learn how to better ourselves, we have to repeat that learning time and time again. Listen to videos many times, watch it many times. You can't just watch once or learn once. Okay, so we have to have repetition to embed that learning. Now, the best way, though, to really have great knowledge is to teach. So once we've learned something and once we've tried to embed that learning ourselves, if we can take that learning and teach it to other people, then we embed that learning. So something that I do a lot of is I learn from my mentors. I learn it, I practice it, I repeat it till I believe that I have got what they're saying, I'm actioning it and I'm getting results. Then what I do is I take that knowledge and then I teach it to my clients and I teach it to those who are surrounding me. I teach it to you guys who are watching these videos. So what I didn't wake up with when I was born, I didn't wake up with all this knowledge on how to grow a business. I didn't wake up with all the knowledge on how to be successful, how to do marketing, sales. I learned how to do it. I learned from peers, books, videos, courses, everything. I learned from practice. So the third thing that you have to do is teach others after you have practiced the learning yourself and embedded it yourself. Okay, and then finally the fourth thing is accountability. How do we make sure that we learn something and embed it and really get an ROI on our investment? Is to stay accountable to someone and keep learning and keep embedding and keep implementing and keep getting those results. And when you have these 4 things in place, so gaining knowledge, repeating the learning of that gaining knowledge, so you don't just learn once, you repeat it and embed it into you. Okay, and then you practice and implement the learning many times and teach it to other people. Okay, once you've implemented it, you can start teaching it to other people, and then be accountable. And be accountable is not just do it once, do it 1,000 times. And Bruce Lee, he says, I don't practice 10,000 kicks one time. I practice one kick 10,000 times. And that's him learning how to do something. He embeds it. He learns it time and time again. He then implements it 10,000 times. He can then teach that kick to his students. And then he is accountable as well for that kick. And that's the success that he has. So the one thing that's going to give you the biggest ROI on anything. It's not buying that house. It's not investing in stocks and shares. Yes, that's another way to make money, but the biggest thing that is going to make you money is learn about something that fills the gap from where you are now and where you want to be. What is the vision that you have for your life? What is the vision that you have for your business? What is the vision that you have for your family? What do you need to learn to achieve that vision and receive those results? You need to learn what that gap is and fill that gap with the 4-step process of good content, so get the knowledge. Secondly, repeat it time and time again, so you don't just get a little bit of the knowledge, you get all of the knowledge. Watch videos hundreds of times, don't watch them once. Practice and implement the learning. And another little tip for you is to actually teach what you've learnt, because teaching it actually embeds it into your mind as well. And then fourthly, be accountable. Show up every single day. Have someone to be accountable to. Have someone that keeps you accountable so that you can really embed that learning. Hope this was useful for you, and I will catch up with you in the next video. If you would like some support, and you would like someone to learn from that will keep you accountable and nag you to make sure that you are implementing it and learning time and time again, then reach out to myself and book a game plan. There is a link to book a game plan below this video. A game plan where you will get to speak to one of my scale specialists, and we can see whether or not we can help you grow your practice and help you fill that gap of knowledge. All right, I'll catch up with you all soon. See you later.